People. Que pasa, sagpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Now, people, if we need any more proof that the moral fiber, the ethics, Jamaica really gone back a dog. As a matter of fact, it the back a jankro right now. Gone are the days when the church was a place of sanity. Church was a place of safety. You never usually hear any sorts of person losing their life in the church. So whether it was the pastor, the deacon, the altar boy, or the congregation, that was usually a place that is out of bound. However, of lately, in the last couple of years or so, at least 2 incidents. The most infamous incident is that lady that used to work at NCB, one of those financial institutions, where her own family member was accused of conspiring to take her away. Fast forward 24 to 48 hours ago in a place called Greater Portmore. A reverend, his name is Mr. Lewis, Linval Lewis to be specific. He was either driving in his car or parked when he was approached by some men. The men blazed up all sorts of can. The pastor was hit up very badly. A passerby put the pastor in his car, took him to the hospital. He lost his life. His injuries were too severe. As a matter of fact, he was transferred from one hospital, the first hospital, to a next hospital. So therefore, you know that he got all sorts of bad injuries. So therefore, they took him to a place that could handle more complex surgery. He did not make it. So now, people, when we see stuff like this happening on a regular basis, not meaning pastors losing their life, just brothers taking away brothers, family member setting up their family member that live overseas, come back home to retire. When we see sister versus sister, man versus wife, just about any sorts of bad combination that you can think about. The writing was always on the wall. From you see, them start take with people in a church, we should have known that it was just a matter of time. Anything that is despicable that you can conceive, think about in your mind, there is a possibility of it happening. And as bad as Jamaica is, there's not too many instances or incidents like this. However, we should have known, like I said before, it was just a matter of time. Based on what persons in the church, other pastors are saying, this person that did this or these persons that conspired responsible for this, they could not be normal, regular, everyday people. These people must be worshiping the devil. One pastor even came out and said, the Lord sees everything. He knows who you are. So therefore, give in yourself. Turn in yourself. And the very disturbing thing is that even if you are a believer in a higher power or God, you have to ask the question. It seems as if God turned him back upon Jamaica. Because based on how these youths are acting nowadays, as if they are possessed by the devil or demon infiltrated. God have to ask the question, it seems as if Jamaica turned them back upon the God or upon God. What is going on? What type of place can break out like this in a few decades from a very peaceful, loving place where persons were their brothers and sisters' keeper to now the people that you least expect, family members, friends. It seems as if half of the people are losing their life to people that they trust, people that once were their friends. May I talk about friendly fire? It seems as if these youths don't respect nothing. They do not respect their mother. They do not respect picnic, elderly. They don't respect the living nor the DEAD. We are all equal opportunity targets, and this proves that no one is immune. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is based on an article in the newspaper and social media, where it is said the Prime Minister of Jamaica and the relevant authority, they are putting up 50 million funds for information that leads to any sorts of gang activity. People, $50 million. Now we saw that the relevant authority and the Prime Minister, Security Minister, they've been on a damage control campaign wherein they are out to get the local dons, those that are in all sorts of gang activity, gang war, and even most important, they are out to get the overseas dons that are facilitating, financing the gang warfares in Jamaica, facilitating the FUCKRY, as I always call it. Now, people, what this tells you is that the Prime Minister, Security Minister, JCF, they are doing damage control. They realize that Jamaica is now in such a bad, dire strait that they need to do something. They need to take a whole lot of actions to rectify this ship that is pretty much going shipwreck, going AWOL. Is this going to work? Are persons going to give information? This is the reason why they should. If you're a legal, law-abiding, tax-paying citizen, it is your civic duty, whether you live uptown, downtown. If you see any sort of riffraff, or you have information that you can give the popo and say, yes, this man or that person is doing it. However, people, like we know, be very careful whatever you do in Jamaica. The biggest crime in Jamaica, especially as it pertains to Don, is to be known, is to be singled out or pointed out as some sort of informant that is detrimental to the gang affair. You will lose your life without a shadow of a doubt. People in the garrison, it seems as if they've put their trust more in these dons. These dons that are supposed to be like some sort of person, like some sort of Robin Hood. They are supposed to go out the neighborhood, take from the rich and people. I am not justifying their action. I am just telling you what is their job description. Them supposed to go to the neighborhood, take money from the rich and bring back and support the people. So therefore, they have brainwashed the people thinking that that is what their job is supposed to be. However, their job description right now is actually they are a set of parasites. They are menaces to their own society, to their own neighbor. Them are some big time parasite, pestilence, point blank and period. However, here is the problem. When it pertains to the popo and people in the garrison in whom Andrew Holness is earmarking this $50 million to, them and the popo can't get along. Them live like puss and dog. So therefore, there is a genuine distrust as it pertains to the popo and persons in the garrison. So therefore, that bridge of communication is damaged. It burn up. It gasoline. It light. Point blank and period. And here is the problem why. A lot of these popo that are supposed to be protecting and serving the people in the community, they are the same ones that are in the pockets of the dons. And people, I am going to reference one situation. There was an old lady in her 70s or 80s that used to sell newspaper on Red Hills Road. That lady used to sell newspaper for years, on top of years. Everybody knows her. However, one time, she witnessed somebody losing their life. When she witnessed the people them losing their life, she said, "No sir, this is too bad." She went in and she made a report, told the Popo what she saw, Constant Spring Popo to be specific. In a matter of days, after them go for the people them who were supposed to be the suspect, that lady was sprayed, an old lady, she was taken out. When the Popo from Constant Spring went on the scene, the Popo them said to themselves, "We have some wolves in our sheep clothing amongst us." Them know say the only reason why that lady lost her life is because the suspects were locked up. People, that was just one incident. It is not isolated. It is happening all over Jamaica. You cannot trust the Popo. So therefore, that is why this is a good thing, because the people them realize that, well, them done ya, them gunman ya, them not do nothing for the community, them just attack instead of giving. So therefore, they are more likely to talk. However, they are going to be very hesitant, because the same people that they are giving the information is the same people that is going back to the same people that this fund is earmarked for targeting. So people, you see exactly what I am speaking about. Cannot trust no one. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about a story that I spoke about earlier today. I am speaking about a municipal officer, the leader, the enforcement officer for the market, Maypen Clarendon. This is based on a video that is circulating all over social media, wherein it is said that them and some vendors in the market had some sort of verbal altercation turned physical. They seized some of the merchandise of a vendor because they were vending in a no vending zone. They are enforcing zero tolerance, no vending zone. However, the truth and the fact, like I said before, for the last month, January to November, people have been doing it. They've been breaking the rules and laws and regulation. They allow them to get away with it. However, they've decided that they're going to put down their foot. However, it seems as if their decision is a tad bit too late. So anyways, like I said, about 24 hours ago, there was a next altercation between municipal officers and vendors. These altercations are normal, it seems, or have become normalized. It is a regular occurrence. So therefore, they've been going back and forth at it for years, months. Nothing new. However, on this occasion, it is said that the municipal officers took some merchandise from at least one vendor and they were disputing it. The leader for the municipal corporation enforcement, Popo, he came, he was trying to rectify the situation, trying to be the peacemaker. However, for his good deed, him end up with a big stone slap him right in him neck, by him ears, by him shoulder. Pelt him very good. He was knocked out for a couple of seconds. However, he regained consciousness. Don't know to what extent he was rushed to the place of recovery. Don't know his situation as we speak. Now people, when I put up that video, a lot of persons contact me and them said to me, "We're sorry for sister the officer get injured upon the job. It is never a good thing." However, most of the people that are talking are saying that they know this man. They don't have anything good to say about this man. This man is said to be one of those persons that abuse his power Abuse is badge. Abuse is uniform. Now, people, this is my disclaimer before I proceed. Whenever you are any sort of transport authority, municipal popo or person that make determination as to where people can go, what they can do, what they get away with, or what they are fined for, it is up in the air. People are usually biased. So therefore, if you don't allow hard-headed Jamaican to get them way and abuse the system, them are going to say, yeah, diss them. They are not going to say that you're doing your job. However, people, the truth and the fact is that you must strike a balance. You must give justice. You must give respect, and that is how you are going to get respect. So therefore, you are not supposed to abuse your power. Power in a bad hand is a very bad thing. So in other words, you have to give respect to gain respect. A soft word turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Remember, persons working for municipal popo, persons working for transport authority, do not make people gas you up. Not because you are in the company of the popo when you're on that job. Remember, for most of the day, you are away from that job. You have to take bus. You have to be out there on the road. You don't know the people that you diss. Who is their family member? You don't know what type of stress these persons are going through. Misery loves company. So therefore, especially in this festive season, Christmas, whenever you step on people's toe, whenever you stop people food, whether you are doing it as your job or not, it might be misinterpreted. It might be looked at as dissing somebody when they are desperate. And remember, like they say, a hungry man is an angry man. Do not play games with your life for your job. Keep it respectful. Do not let people gas you up, meaning your fellow employees are the popo, because when them gone, you will have to face the music, the sad song, all by yourself. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos straight to the point, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, whenever you are rising in life, there's always going to be a set of vipers. They see your potential. They realize that your ceiling is in the stratosphere. Because of their insecurity, because of their hate, because they realize that persons appreciate them for who they pretend to be, which is not who they actually are. For them to feel as if they are up, they are going to do everything within their means to bring you down. Point blank and period.